Welcome back to Metal Gear Solid 2, folks. I'm LazierBandit. Let's get cracking. So, at the end of the last video, we found out that Pliskin was in fact Solid Snake. Who saw that one coming? Hint, pretty much everyone. Also, the terrorist leader is apparently another snake named Solidus, so I'm sure we'll find out more about him later on. Don't know why I bother trying to look for that ration, because we're already full. Now, I showed you at the start of the Let's Play that you could slip over on the bird poo, and you've got to be really, really careful, because if you run at this point, you're going to slip on bird poo and fall to your death, and what an embarrassing way to be killed as a soldier such as Raiden. Imagine that. Anyway, if we make our way up here, that thing soon sets ablaze, so we can't go that way, but no matter. Now, yes, I thought that was going to happen, so gotta move quick because the panels will start to fall apart. And as Rose said at the end of the last video, it is pretty weird that the terrorists have just started blowing up what is essentially their base. Ooh. 2 Galukovich soldiers. You shouldn't talk about your mother in such a way. Honestly. These terrorists, they've no manners. Now, can I make a cartwheel across there? Hi-ya! Of course I can. Let's be sneaky here, Raiden. Where are they? Now, as I mentioned, I think in the previous video, if not the one before, the M9 in this game is so overpowered. In MGS3, they actually made quite a good change, actually, in that the suppressor on your gun will actually wear out. So I think you still get quite a good few shots from it. I think it might be about 20 or perhaps even more. Shots with the gun until the suppressor wears out, and then it's just as loud as a normal gun. Because at the moment the M9 is pretty much just like an invisible gun which doesn't alert enemies even if they discover people that you've got with it, because obviously it is cock. I was trying to be a bit too clever there. Sod off. Oh, I didn't even see that the floor had gone. Anyway. Let's pretend that didn't happen. As I was saying, the M9, a very overpowered gun. However, it is not a parachute, so it won't save you from such idiocy as stepping on a panel and falling to your doom. Now, I believe there is another guard at this section, is there? It's quite tricky to see in, really. At a bit of an angle. Oh, there's another one. Right, whilst they're milling about, we can leg it over here. And just sneak on under. Now, you do have to be careful at this bit, because many a time I've accidentally released the analog stick from pressing Raiden's back against the wall, and he has tumbled to his doom. So, do watch that if you're also playing the game. And this is probably one of the grossest moments in all Metal Gear, because as you can see there is a big stream of Wii coming up, and you can actually give Raiden a golden shower. I'm pretty sure actually if you phone the Colonel, there's a funny conversation now. Is it the Colonel or is it Rose?
The enemy has...
It's that story. We get enough of that. Give me a funny conversation about the fact I'm being pissed on.
Jack, is that you?
Yes.
Hang in there.
Well, come on. I mean, surely this is a golden moment for some codec hilarity. Snake will say something. Surely Snake will say something. Raiden, you smell of piss.
Raiden, you cover the...
Oh, fine. All of you, you're so boring. I'm convinced there is a funny codec conversation. Maybe I should ring them multiple times, I don't know. But either way, we've just been weed on. No gameplay effect, don't worry, you don't get... the guards can't smell you out. They didn't bring that feature in until Metal Gear Solid 4, where if you hid in a dumpster, then you would actually you would actually be spotted. Now let's take that cipher out, nice and quick. Oh my god, there's about 1 billion of them. I don't mean to exaggerate, but oh my goodness me, what is happening to Raiden? He's having some sort of seizure. Right, there we go, he's calmed down. So we're going to chaff it. We're going to chaff it. Don't know why I'm getting an item out. I don't need anything. So we can't go through there because the door is broken. We basically just need to go to Shell 2 port, which we get to via this way. Now, where are the ciphers? Do you know what? Whilst they're actually jammed up, I'm going to take the time to take them out. Let's get this one quick. Is there another one? No. Because they can be kind of annoying, and I was pretty convinced that actually if I hadn't done that as I was sort of coming along hanging here, they were probably going to wake up and catch me, which I don't want to happen, so a little easier just to take them out. And I really don't have many sock-on bullets actually, considering I've not really killed that many people in this playthrough so far. I've maybe not been picking up too many bullets for the old sock-on.
Olga, Snake, he's here. In Shell 1.
Olga,
My
back
father
again.
had some unfinished business with him.
Olga, calm yourself. Feelings.
Then screw your plan. I've been waiting for this day for 2 years, and I will send him to the bottom of the ocean, right next to my old man.
Bit harsh.
Comes first.
Damn it. Where is Ocelot?
Not here.
I don't trust him.
Don't talk.
You'd be right not to, he shot your old man.
He's not one of my own. He left my father to die.
Did
remember?
worse than that, love.
We'll talk later. We need to get started on the final checks for the unit.
All right. I'm headed back there.
The upper connecting bridge to Shell 1 is down.
What about the chopper?
The cam-off is out of action. Take the oil fence from strut L.
I'll tell my men to start pulling out.
Not yet.
So they're going to withdraw the men. Why is that?
The intruder's still at large.
Snake.
What about the other man?
He's got luck on his side, certainly.
And a ninja.
He survived that explosion. Listen, Olga, the code confirmation is in 1 hour. Keep the president alive until then.
I know. No one gets in here. Turn the currents on.
Of course.
Well, that's
High voltage currents.
probably breaking all sorts of health and safety laws. I'm not sure why that would be insured in the
Take out that circuit panel from inside
big
the
shell.
room. And it's no job for bare hands.
All right. Come back immediately.
One more thing.
What?
We leave for Russia when this business is done. I want half the money for that.
Of course. That was part of the agreement.
Sneaky, sneaky Raiden.
After this. If there's anyone who wants to stay here, I want you to take good care of them.
Gladly. Gerlukovich soldiers are the cream of the crop.
It's time they went free.
What happened to rebuilding Mother Russia?
The old man is dead. The world is a different place now.
It's your life.
Just as a reminder.
How much is she bloody moving about? Jesus.
One last time. Don't try anything on us.
The feeling is mutual.
I'm in front of the room where they're keeping the president.
We're nearly at him.
No sign of flooding, but I can't get close to the door. The floor is electrified.
Don't test it. You'll be bacon.
Any suggestions?
I love
Remember
bacon.
the Shadow Moses VR training?
Take out the circuit panel?
Right.
But there's no way into the room.
Try ventilation ducts.
Yeah, I think I see one.
Look for a remote control missile launcher. You can guide it through the duct into
Yeah,
the
because
room.
I'm sure there'll be one of those just
Target
knocking
the
around.
circuit panel. Got it.
Right. But make sure you don't hit the president.
Gives you such a blatant bloody tutorial for
The
this bit.
president
It's
is
kind of
wired
dumb,
with
to be fair.
nanomachines. If we know the frequency, I can raise him.
We've tried that repeatedly, but there's no response. It looks like the walls have a built-in radio shield.
So that's why Ames lost contact with him.
If you need to confirm his position, You can
What a
log
handy
into the
plot
node.
device.
Understood.
Locate a remote control missile launcher first.
Right, now I'm sure there'll be plenty of remote control missile launchers just knocking around, but first, I want some bacon! Some splendid sound effects by Raiden there, and it doesn't even kill you, so worth doing just for the hilarity alone. Now, I believe there will be a guard down there. I apparently believe incorrectly. Cool, oh well. Get Nikita first. Yeah, I wish I could. Right. I love how the President's health bar just says Prez. As if we're going to get up there just like, sup Prez? How's it hanging, bro? Don't input those detonation codes. Right, there don't seem to be any guards up here, which is a bit bizarre. Ooh, there are some cameras up there. Is that a Nikita or are they just bullets? I cannot remember. Let's take out these cameras. Can you take out cameras on this game? I can't even remember. Either way, I don't think that was actually the launcher. Ooh, the M4. I didn't realise we got that at this section. A handy gun for later sort of fights and things, but it has probably... So basically to aim you hold down square and to fire you sort of push down square, and it can be so bloody sensitive as to whether you shoot or just aim, and it's so annoying if you're trying to do the VR missions where you have to hold enemies up using only the M4. Now, if I remember correctly, the Nikita launcher is actually in the basement area. So we're going to pop down and get it. I'm pretty sure actually if you phone Pliskin, I mean Snake, now that he's revealed a Snake, I'm sure he tells you that he saw one in the basement, because he's a very handy man like that.
Do you know where I can find some remote-controlled missiles?
Remote-controlled missiles. I saw something on B1 in the core of Shell 2.
Cheers, Snake. And down we go. So the codec, I've not really used it much throughout this playthrough, and I don't think I really used it at all in MGS1. It is pretty useful, like the first time you're playing the game, if you don't know where you're going or you're looking for a certain item. The characters can help you out quite a lot, and also there are some very just completely inane codec conversations. I absolutely love Metal Gear Solid 2, and it is one of my favourite games, but God alive, there are just so many codec conversations in it, it is just bizarre. Especially because people sort of criticised them in the first game for the codec conversations, and now, to prove my point, Campbell is going to phone us and tell us how to swim.
Colonel, B1 is completely flooded from what I can see.
You'll have to swim through.
I'm fine with swimming.
Stroke the water and move forward.
Yeah, we know how to swim. I think. So, bit of trivia for you. At this part, they were actually going to put in sharks, so that if you like cut yourself or whatever, then sharks would come to you. And I think I remember reading that they were going to have like this tactical thing where you could sort of cut yourself to bring sharks and like move them from certain positions if you need to get to certain areas. Really crazy, and one of the sort of oddball ideas that didn't end up making it into the game, but pretty cool as well. Now, I've immediately gone the wrong way there. And basically we need to find ourselves the Nikita launcher, which is going to be somewhere down here. I cannot remember exactly where to save my life. I could barely even remember that it was in this area, to be honest. And yeah, the swimming levels on games can often be really, really shit. Just because controls can get annoying, especially... I always remember in the Sonic games, and look, it is Vulcan Raven again, floating. I remember in the Sonic games, yes, Nikita launcher, and shit, a brick, we have got absolutely no oxygen, there better be an oxygen hole down here. Oh my god, go, go, go. Anyway, that drama over, especially in the Sonic games, like, when you were underwater, it was always so tense because you got that music that made you scared and you ran out of breath really quickly. And I often get annoyed by swimming sections in games, but bollocks. It helps not to swim into a mine. So, Metal Gear Solid 2 swimming section isn't that bad. a lot more of a pain on the higher difficulties, but it's not too bad, although maybe that's just because I've done it so many times I'm kind of used to it. And you get a map as well, which does help, because if you didn't have like the radar, it's probably quite easy to get yourself turned around and lost and confused and distraught. But we managed to do it without too much of a palaver, which is nice. So, as the very in-depth and quite frankly unnecessary tutorial showed us before, we... ooh, could do with that ration actually, I'll use that one. It's going to make my rank worse for using a ration, but I really couldn't care less. Yeah, as the in-depth tutorial showed us before, we basically need to fire this Nikita through the ventilation shaft, and much like destroying the electric panel for the floor in MGS2, don't run into it. I've done this before and the President has just run straight into the bloody missile, it's so annoying. But yeah, just like defusing the floor in the lab in MGS1, we have done the same again. Right, more Nikita bullets, may as well take those just so we're stocked up. And let's go rescue El Presidente. But there's probably going to be a bit of a cutscene now, so I will see you in the next video, folks. Thank you very much for joining me, as always. Please do remember to drop me a like or leave a comment if you enjoyed the video, and of course subscribe if you want to find out as soon as the next one's out and to see my other content as well. Thank you very much, I've been LazierBandit, and I will see you next time.